Alright, let me see how we sound real quick. Alright, we sound good. Alright, what's going on, everyone? DeAndre Hawk 7 here, and we are... Oh. I thought that was like a really big flabebe. No, that's a really small flabebe. Either that's a really big, or not flabebe, but floette. Either that's a really big one, or that's a really tiny one. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, so this one's really small, this one's really big. Okay, so I was correct about both of them. Alright. So, yeah. Today we're doing some Ting-Lu, shiny Ting-Lu raids. Honestly, my honest predictions is that this is probably gonna have the least amount of participants. Yeah, this is probably gonna have the least amount of participants since Ting-Lu kind of has the worst shiny out of the bunch in my opinion. So, yeah, but anyways, we're still gonna do it because a shiny is a shiny. So, hey, what's going on, Hishitori? Welcome to the stream. Anyone who would like to join, join. Showdown be restricting stuff that you want and like. All right, what's going on, Hishitori, Crispy, VGC, Ghost, Overrated? Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing fine today. You'll be right back. Din time. All right, Ghost, sounds good. Hey, what's going on, Joshua? You saw so many videos of people saying their predictions were correct that VGC will be in Champions. I mean, that was kind of a given. That was literally a given because, I mean, they can't really stretch Scarlet. They've already done so much with Scarlet and Violet. It makes sense that they would do that. That's a normal... 5 p.m. is a normal time to have dinner, right? 5 p.m. is a normal time to have dinner. I don't have dinner at 5 p.m., but, apparently a lot of people do. Working on your next short to upload tomorrow? Oh, nice. How's that going? Yeah, for me, I literally eat it at I'll literally eat at 9:30, latest probably 10 p.m. Because I do Uber deliveries, and when I come home, it's I have no choice but to eat by then. But if it's 12, I just don't eat anything at that point. It's not too bad. I feel like 9 p.m. isn't too bad. As long as it's not outrageously late, 12 a.m. in the morning or something. Alright, I'll probably do it with some random people for now. A yandere story. Interesting. Alright. Let anyone join. I'll let anyone join for now. And then when people want to join in, we'll do that. Yeah, 12 a.m. is way too late. Can you, let me... No, I don't want to do the stupid link code. You'd crash out if mainline games become action combat instead of turn-based. Oh no, Pokemon won't dare to do that. Pokemon is not going to do that. That's why they're doing that. That's why Legend ZA exists. So you'll join, you need to boot up the game real quick. Alright, just let me know when you're ready. And then I'll click. I'll click the link code option. If it's not a Chikorita, Terra, you're good. People want that for some reason. That would ruin everything that Pokemon stands for. Guys, it's so simple. The mainline games, they're gonna keep the regular format for. Legends is where all of the experimental stuff is gonna be. And besides, if everything played like Legends Arceus or Legends ZA, wouldn't it get stale? That would get stale so fast. Although I would like to see stuff like, instead of the freeze status, make it replaced by the frostbite status, where, you know, it nerfs special attackers, you know? That would be cool. Because freeze is low-key kind of busted sometimes. They say it's only turn-based because of VGC, but now Pokemon can have a better story and gameplay because there's no more VGC. I disagree with that, because here's the thing. We all saw how Legend ZA is handling the whole Link battle stuff. Skitty is not in this game. Hishitori. But that wouldn't really work well, because, you know, people are still gonna want to play with like the Gen 10 Pokemon and stuff like that. And I doubt that as soon as Gen 10 comes out, they're gonna put all the Gen 10 Pokemon into Champions. So of course people are gonna want to do, what's it called? Of course people are gonna want to do that type of people are gonna want to do like the turn-based match. Because like not everyone is into the action RPG stuff. You can use it in Champions and it gets destroyed by Mega Rayquaza. That's if Skitty does even show up initially. Wait, hold on. Some dude said that his prediction is correct, that Gen 10 will have similar combat to Legends. Okay, that's okay. Someone's a little cocky. You want her though. You haven't played with her since Mystery Dungeon on the DS. That's crazy. I think I tried to use a Skitty once during an anime lock. I don't know why out of all Pokemon I chose Skitty. I think I was trying to like make my team similar to Ruby's team from the Adventures manga, because I do like to use those for anime teams sometimes, like anime lock teams. And also, Ruby in the Adventures manga chose Best Boy Mudkip. Well, Best Hoenn Boy, I should say. Poor little Skitty, only in B... Oh, it's only in BD... Yeah, it is in BDSP, yeah. Yeah, every Pokemon from Generation 1 to 4 is in BDSP. They were good games at the time. Yeah, I was never really the biggest fan of Mystery Dungeon. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Hishitori, the remakes for the Sinnoh games. Hold on, let me move my mouse. Yo, I ordered a boom mic, or not a boom mic. I've ordered like a boom arm for my mic. I cannot wait for that to come on Thursday. Sadly, don't own those. May have to. Yeah, I'd say you're better off just playing Platinum, honestly. You're better off just playing Platinum, if I'm being honest. Like, they're not, like, horrible games, but, like, in terms of, like, all of the mainline games combined, are probably the worst ones I've ever played. Yeah, it's basically just the original Diamond and Pearl, but in 3D. You're better off just playing Platinum. If you do have Platinum, you're better off just saving money and playing that on the DS. Okay. That was extra for no reason. I feel you on the Mystery Dungeon. They remade the Blue Rescue Team one. You think on the Switch, but you didn't get it because it's the same game. That was my first time actually playing that. And I honestly just wasn't a big fan of it. But then again, I'm very biased towards Mystery Dungeon. I prefer playing as a trainer. Because I like to cosplay as me playing the game, you know? Yeah, you're better off just getting Platinum. Well, ooh, good luck on that, because, yeah. Okay, if you don't have Platinum... Okay. I will say this. If you already have Platinum for the DS, then I would save your money on BDSP. But if you don't have Platinum due to, you know, resales making those games, like, hella expensive for God knows what reason, I would honestly get the, I would honestly get BDSP then. Or just emulate Platinum. Oh, really? Why did I heal so little? It's not a bad game unless you don't like Diamond and Pearl. Well, Diamond and Pearl were just bad games. Like, they ran horribly, I mean. Like, I think Platinum fixes, like, a lot of the issues with Diamond and Pearl. Like, it's to the point where they even have the same amount of, like, bugs in... Yeah, they have the same amount of bugs. Like, they have the same exact bugs in BDSP. Like, that's how bad it is. Uh-oh. Okay. No. No. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. You never played Diamond and Pearl? What about Scarlet and Violet? It has a lot of bugs, but it's not bad. You've never gotten any bug into it personally. Well, there's a difference between... Okay, well, you have to remember this. There's a difference between... Okay, that was a horrible run. But there's a difference between... You have to remember, Scarlet and Violet aren't remakes to anything. They're not supposed to improve on any of the... on any existing game. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were supposed to be remakes. And usually remakes fix problems with older games. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they basically just took Diamond and Pearl and just made it 3D. They didn't even fix any of the bugs. You're talking about the originals? Yeah, but like everyone no one liked Diamond and Pearl initially. Most of Gen 4's praise come from Platinum. Like, even when people tell you, like, it's like when people tell you, like, that's why a lot of people, like, are, like, saying play Platinum and not Diamond and Pearl, because you're better off just playing Platinum, you know? Because Platinum fixes a lot of what was wrong with Diamond and Pearl. I'm sorry? Where did the... Huh? I'm sorry? Where did... What the... How did he even get over here? That has never happened before. You've never heard anyone... Oh, dude, back when I was... Dude, like, because remember, I was like 6 or 7 when those games came out. I remember so much backlash to them. So take it from someone who actually grew up with Diamond and Pearl. Where is it? Oh, over here. That was weird. Why did it go all the way over here? What time is it on my Switch? It's 4:50 p.m. So how did that even happen? How did that even happen? Alright, whatever. Alright. Like, I didn't grow up with the games, but I grew up around, like, the era when they were coming out. And I promise you, like, no one, I swear, up to this day, like, no one hated Gen 2 until one PokeTuber was like, oh yeah, I don't like the Johto games or their remakes, and then everyone started agreeing with them. It was so loyal to the original, they recreated the Void glitch. You only like Dialga from Gen 4? That's crazy. I mean, to each their own, I guess. It's kind of like Black and White, where everyone hated it at first, and now you always hear people saying it's their favorite. That's another one too. Me personally, I always liked Black and White because they were actually good. But like, a lot of the people saying that they were like these underrated gems are definitely capping. They're definitely capping now. I'm like, you are the same people who were hating on this game. You shut up. You know? Like, it's the same with positivity too. Like, one person's like, oh yeah, these games are actually good, and now everyone's like, you know what, you're right. Like, you grew up playing Wi-Fi on Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Its hate was minimal. Other Wi-Fi was more fun then. Black and White had way more backlash than Gen... Oh yeah, well, obviously. They were like the most polarizing... Dude, those were like the most polarizing games, like, ever. Well, up until Sword and Shield, which I still don't really get the hate for Sword and Shield. Like, I understand the frustration with Dexit, but it was bound to happen. I mean, let's be real, 1,000 Pokemon... Like, being able to capture and encounter 1,000 Pokemon in the game is just not likely, if you ask me. Maybe for a battle simulator, yeah, but like for a full-on game where you battle, where you have to encounter and catch the Pokemon, yeah, that was never gonna... I don't think that was ever gonna be a possibility. Alright, let's do this. Everyone hating over a tree that wouldn't even give a glance at the game. Oh, welcome back, Ghost. Why do people expect every game to have every single Pokemon? Because people want... Because people always want things. Didn't games before Sword and Shield not... No. So the issue with that was they didn't have every Pokemon that you were able to, like, encounter. Like, Sun and Moon, they didn't have every single Pokemon, but you were still able to transfer Pokemon into that game. Like, you were still able to transfer all, what, like, 700 Pokemon that existed at the time into the game. So people are now making the argument that, like, Pokemon should be able to be, like, even if you can't encounter them in the games, you should be able to transfer the Pokemon. You should still be able to transfer the Pokemon into the Switch games. It's really not that serious, not gonna lie. I mean, it wasn't that serious, in my opinion. I mean, I wasn't able to transfer Cyndaquil in Sword and Shield, but you didn't see me complaining. Although I do think that for the DLCs, they should just start bringing over every single Pokemon. Like, not every single Pokemon, but like every single like starter Pokemon and legendary Pokemon. But you know, it's Pokemon fans. They'll complain about anything. These guys don't know. These guys don't know how game development works. Flapple is so little. Yeah, it's only like, I think it's like 1'4" or something like that. All right, here we go. Chef Shrek is crazy. Yeah, starters and legendary should be in every game. Yeah, that's the only time. That's the only like one I actually. That's the only like opinion I actually agree with. Flapplejacks. Okay, we get some iron. Alright. And it was not letting me click A for the longest while. Oh, so I'm gonna turn on autosaves back on real quick. At least they did that in the Indigo disc. Yeah, that's what made the Indigo. That's what I love about the Indigo disc, man. Like, they actually brought back every single starter, but this time they didn't bring back every single legendary, it looks like. I forgot which ones were cut out, unless they're all back in. Yeah, they didn't bring back, the XY Legends and the Tapas, or the Ultra Beasts, if you want to count them as legendary. Some people do, some people don't. What was I doing? Oh yeah, let me turn autosave back on, and then, yeah, just in case something happens. Why aren't the Tapus even here? No clue. I mean, you can ask the same about the XY Legends. Thank God we didn't get Xerneas this gen. We do not need that thing blasting off Geomancy with the possibility of Terras. You have a point. You have a point. I agree with that. Although that might actually be possible in Champions coming soon, which is terrifying. Very, very terrifying. You would have loved to use Nihiligo, your little jellyfish waifu. Xerneas would clap Miraidon. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why Miraidon has reigned supreme for so long, because Xerneas isn't here. That plus Fluttermane. Oh, that would definitely destroy Koraidon too. Well, I mean, any fairy move would really destroy it. Oh, shiny Wooper. What other Pokemon are here? Hold on, let me look, y'all. It's an alright shiny. I think it's Drillbur, right? Yeah, it's Drillbur. Not my favorite shinies, but I'm not complaining. I already have a shiny Clodsire, so I'll probably just hunt for Drillbur and Mudbray just to have them. Zygarde would probably be neat too. What the heck? Oh, those are just Delibirds. I was like, what? I was like, did I just discover a new Pokemon? Over here. I'm really hoping, I don't know, I'm very worried about Legends EA because they're really hyping up Mega Dragonite, which I don't have any problems with that, but it's like, I mean, it makes you wonder, it's like, how many new Megas are there actually gonna be? Because they're really milking that Mega Dragonite. We need to see at least, like, 2 more new Megas before... We need to see at least 2 more new Megas. 2 or 3 more new Megas before the games come out, y'all. Lunala and Koraidon were actually underrated in this regulation. A reason why players need to actually make diverse teams. I agree. I actually agree with that. You've honestly lost all hype for it. Well, I'm a pretty positive person when it comes to new stuff, so unless it's food, I never try new foods. But you know, when it comes to video games, like I'm actually still gonna get it, only because I'm tired of playing Scarlet and Violet. Like there's literally nothing else to do in these games besides Terra raids and shiny hunting. That's it. And Wi-Fi battles. Like, I'm sick of it. So, you know, I want to play some new game. Your problem is multi-scale is OP and Mega Stones take up an item slot. Items aren't going to be a thing in items aren't going to be a thing in what's it called? Legends EA. Dragonite is gonna be the new overpowered mon. Looks like it. Being able to use Delphox and Lopunny are cool for you, but everything just looks so mid now. I don't know, I'm still excited for it. You're not a positive person, you're a pessimistic person. I'm more of a realist, but, you know. Like, I'm not, like, one of those, like, overly positive people, but it's, like, you know. I'm not gonna judge the game until it's actually out, you know? It's got to have a lot of speed, though. The website talks about how fast it is, and it already has 100 speed. I honestly think they did what, I honestly wish they would do what Mega Garchomp did, where... Who attacked me? Snover! Now is not the time, bro. You're just gonna walk into me and just walk away. What are you doing? I think the Snover's broken, chat. You good? What's he doing? You're usually excited for Pokemon games. Maybe it's because you're older. but you don't care as much. You don't know. I'm always excited for Pokemon games, but that's only because I'm extremely passionate about Pokemon games and nothing else. Like, Pokemon is basically all I play. Where did I get nuggets from? Oh, the raid. Bro is just shuffling. Like, you know how, like, Mega Garchomp, like, it loses speed for its attacks? I wish they would do that for other Mega Evolutions. I feel like that's my biggest problem, too. Like, I feel like there should be, like, there should be some sort of, like, negative effect in it. Eternal Damnation. Microwave routine. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let me use some PP ups. I just want to... I don't know how many times I can boost. Grab apple. Okay, that's how many times I can boost it. Are we good? Okay, Snover. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much, bro. He's like slowly rotating towards me. He's like slowly rotating towards me. And if they aren't going to have abilities in the game, that means no Shedinja, which means no other... Which means another game where you can't use your top 3 on the same team in a game. Oof. You don't think they'll do the Mega Garchomp route? You'll bet. It has at least 120 speed. Too bad 120 is slow in today's economy. Your friend is cooked, probably. She refuses to do her work. She already got a 70 in her algebra class. That's crazy. Didn't school just start? Didn't school just start? How does she already have... Oh, she has below a 7. How do you have below a 70 and school just started? That's actually crazy. Thank God you don't gotta worry about that shit no more. Oh yeah, I forgot. Later tonight I gotta do some... I'm gonna do some of my assignments. That's crazy. Wait, she's considering taking a 0 because she doesn't want to do it. Okay, at that point, that's just willfulness, bro. Like, what you doing, bro? At that point, just drop out. At that point, just drop out. Like, I get it. Like, I hate... Listen, I hate math myself, but like, you gotta do the work. I mean, she could at least do the homework. That's like an easy C right there. Just bomb the quizzes and tests, and you'll at least get a D or a C, bro. Like, and when I went to school in Florida, D was still barely passing. So, it's like, what you doing? Like, that's what I would do. I would just cheat on the homework. Yeah, I would just cheat on the homework and just bomb the quizzes and tests. At least for math. Every other assignment was pretty easy, but like every other subject wasn't bad, but like math, hell no. Assignment misunderstood. Sent a nuke to your local kindergarten. Really, I could just spam grab apple. A 70 is considered passing. Well, you said below a 70. I mean, as long as you have a 2 point... I mean, in my school, at least, as long as you had like a 2.0 GPA, you still passed. So it's like... Unless your school has something different going on with it. But yeah, as long as you have a 2.0 GPA, you good. And I promise you, like, future employers and stuff like that are not gonna care what GPA you had in freaking in high school or college or whatever, bro. Like, I remember this one chick who would, like, brag. Oh, your school has big boy standards? Oh, so your school's just stupid. It's the best school for performing arts in your district. Disgusting. But, you know, it's like, listen, I hate school just as much as anyone, but, like, education's still important, you know? Like, you can't just not do the work. At that point, just drop out at that point. If you're not gonna do the work, it's like, why are you even going? You know? Well, if you're a senior, then don't drop out. Like, you're right there, bro. If you're a senior and you drop out, I have no hope. I have no hope for you. Even the less intelligent classes, the teachers are trying to get them smarter. My thing is, GPA isn't even like intelligence. It just means that you're doing the work. That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing. That's what I never liked about GPAs. Like, people bragging about their GPAs, it's like, congrats. You did the work and did well on tests. Like, you actually studied, bro. Bro, the only time I actually locked in a class was probably, like, my junior year or my senior year. My senior year, I locked in only because if you had an A or a B in that class and you didn't have any, like... and you didn't miss any classes or anything like that, you could skip the exam. And that was it. That was it. Cause me, I'm good with a C, bro. Einstein dropped out in middle school. Okay, well, Einstein is actually one of the smartest people who ever lived in history. That, he don't count. But, like, average people, bro, This man said, who the fuck is Instant? You'd crash out if you get a B, not gonna lie. Dude, it's a B, you're still gonna pass. I promise you, it's not that serious, y'all. Unless you have Asian parents. Not to be racist or anything. Like, unless you have, like, parents who expect the best out of you 24/7, it ain't that. I promise you, it's not that serious, bro. I promise, like, future employers in the future do not care if you got an A. You got a 98 on a grade. Ain't that a 98? A 98 is still an A, bro. I promise you, bro. AP honors ain't all that. It's not all that, bro. At least in my school, it just meant that you did more. It just meant that they assigned you more work. That was it. Don't deny the racism allegations. Embrace them. Now you're right. Now you're right. What are you doing here? Go back to your own. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. Dumb ass bear, bro. Why am I going off on him like that? He didn't even do anything, bro. No, I said in my school, it just meant that you got assigned more work. That's all it meant. I promise y'all. Like, even the AP honors people were like, yeah, like, it really doesn't matter. You get credits for college, which you want. Also, there's other benefits. Yummy, yummy. I promise you in the future, you're just going to look back on it and you're going to be like, that was the... I'm like, I don't even know why I cared so much. You know what I mean, chat? Over here. It's that one over here. Your friend with that low algebra grade is not Huz, though. Okay, bro. What the hell was that? Why did he just turn around? Nah, bro, the non-advanced classes were horror. How? Bro, I'm glad I didn't have to do that, like, advanced stuff or whatever. They literally bullied the teachers. Well, those teachers were little bitches. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you let yourself get bullied by younger Homo sapiens, like, you're just a weak human being, if you ask me, you know? Me personally, if I was a teacher, I'm personally drop kicking all the students. You know what I mean? I'm 6'4", 308 pounds, bro. Like, everyone in the classroom dying. Okay, maybe not dying, but like, you know, they ain't gonna disrespect me, bro. Oh, bro, if I was a bus driver, it would have been over. The minute one of them students tried me, I'm driving off a cliff. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I'm gonna have a parachute for just myself. Everybody in the bus dying. Even the good kids are dying. They weren't bullied necessarily, but like wasn't respect. I mean, that's normal. That's not really I don't think that's really a non-advanced student thing. I think that's just a parenting issue. I swear I heard my niece for a split second, chat. She ain't even here. She ain't even here. Your bus is chill for real, but there's no seats open, so you have to sit with goth Latinas with scoliosis. Okay, bro. Man, I'm so glad. Man, I'm glad I'm out of them bus days, man. In advance, we didn't have that problem. Well, yeah, because you guys are nerds. And you guys actually had great parents. Like I said, it's not that they're less intelligent or anything like that, but it's just that their parents didn't teach them any better. Like I never had problems with teachers in my high school classes and stuff like that. You know, there was always that one student who was always trying to try the teachers and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, just do your work, bro. But then again, I am someone who does not like confrontations, so I just never interacted with anything. Like, I only interacted with the teachers if I needed help with something or whatever. That was it. Or, you know, like a good morning or good afternoon or whatever. That was it, you know. Because my parents taught me right, you know. Parents are intelligent abilities. Okay. Your stupid friend puts her violin on an entirely different seat for no reason. Nah, some parents just like lack that basic. And but the thing is, you have to also stem with, like, you know, with their parents too, because their parents didn't teach them any better. So obviously they didn't teach their kids any better, you know? Also, I do think, to go back to like what you said earlier, Crispy, I do think that Smogon banning so many things is so dumb, bro. Like, why did y'all ban Dynamax, bro? Y'all can allow Terra, y'all can allow busted ass Mega Evolutions, and y'all can add Z moves, but Dynamax is too OP for you? Come on, man. Like, Dynamax wasn't my favorite gimmick or anything like that, but like, you know, I still enjoyed using it. The only problem we have at the schools are the girls wearing very short crop tops, booty shorts, and fishnets. Again, parent issue. Because I rest assure you, if I had kids, my daughter is not going out dressed like that. Even though some school like, I do feel like the dress codes are hella sexist, but yeah, some girls be doing too much. Not even girls, some of the dudes be doing too much too. Like, why were dudes wearing booty shorts in my freaking classes, bro? And it's only 3 turns. It's supposed to be strong like Mega and stuff too. Exactly. Anyone complaining about, oh, it's too overpowered. So were Megas. At least this time, Dynamax doesn't last the entire freaking battle. You know? Alright. Well, not exactly booty shorts, but like, you know, like them shorts that are like, you guys know, like them shorts that are like, they like go all, like they go above the knee, bro. Like, what you doing? Like, it's crazy how like, at least in my school, like at least in my high school, girls were not allowed to wear anything above the knee, but guys were wearing that stuff all the time, bro. Like, that if that doesn't scream double standard, I don't know what else does. One of the YN wannabes tripped up the stairs and you saw him wearing some SpongeBob underwear. I'm not gonna lie, that guy was probably actually chill as hell. Like, yeah, he was definitely a YN wannabe, but like, he was probably pretty cool. Jamie, what are you talking about, bro? Or Jaime, however you say your name. What are you talking about because of Pokemon? What you talking about? But hey, he's probably really chill. He's probably really chill outside of classes, bro. I like people who aren't afraid to embrace their geek side, you know? Dress code in your school is for everyone, fortunately. Yeah, like girls weren't allowed to wear sleeveless shirts, but guys were. But I think, well, I don't think guys were. They just like took it. No one really said anything because they're guys. Dude, some girls weren't even allowed. I think I went to a school once where the girls weren't even allowed to show their ankles. I'm like, buddy, if you're getting down bad for a woman's ankles, you have bigger fish to fry. Like, what you doing being attracted to some damn ankles? What is wrong with you? You need... I don't even... Listen, I'm agnostic, but you need Jesus. Like, what you doing? It's because we guys goon to shoulders too much. I never understood that. I've never looked at a girl's shoulders and was like... Yes, shoulders. Like, what you doing? Like, I never understood that. Speak up louder? What? Time to clip that. You already know. Oh, now I understand why I was hearing my niece. It's not my niece that I'm hearing. It's whoever's child is on the other end of my mom's phone call conversation. And don't get on me for being nosy, chat. If she doesn't want me hearing her conversation, she should not have the phone on speaker. You know? Bronzor, or not Bronzor, but Bronzong in its pre-evolution, I guess. They're actually pretty cool Pokemon, not gonna lie. Ooh. Some of the guys at your school have BBLs. It's crazy. That is not the Pokemon I was looking for. Or the raid I was looking for. I think it's over here, actually. Why is it all the way over here, bro? Alright, let's fly. I'm gonna fly. Check pinned in the server. I will in a bit. They be having digitigrade. Nah, like low-key, no, low-key, oh my gosh, I had the weirdest experience with this one gay guy at my high school. Like, I think we were in it was junior year, bro. I think he had the impression that I was gay or whatever, right? Because I remember one time he was saying like, oh, I don't like black guys. And then he looked at me and he said, sorry, I'm like, my guy, I do not care what you are into because I am not into guys, right? And then another class happened. Another moment happened. It happened like weeks later, bro. We were doing a group project, bro. Man just whips out his phone and he like shows me the screen, bro. This guy just has bare cheeks on his screen. Just his bare cheeks on his screen and was like, does it look big? I'm like, I'm not gonna answer that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna answer that, bro. What is wrong with you? It is 9 in the morning, bro. Just do your damn part in the assignment, bro. Even my friend had to step in. He's like, bro, like he's not gay. Like, why are you fishing? Like, bro, really just like I was not trying to see bare dude cheeks in at 9 in the morning, bro. Like, what the heck, bro? And the crazy thing is, like, I have selective memory. So, like, I remember specific things and then I forget, like, I remember and forget very specific things. And because I was so outlandish, I have a vivid, like, memory of it. Like, what is wrong? Like, what is wrong with some people, bro? Okay, bro. Talk about some I have a shoulder fetish, bro.
Shoulders. Like, what you doing?
It's how casually I can go back to the what you doing? Hey, what's going on, Viva? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's a very beautiful clip. I definitely got to make a clip of it later, so I don't forget. Booty shorts because it is summer season. Bro, these people were wearing it in the winter. What you mean? I've actually been doing pretty well. Finally got my car back, which I don't know if I told y'all. But yeah, so I guess I could say last week. Yeah, last week I was out with my friend. We were literally about to go to the movies to see Superman, the new Superman movie, and it just died. Apparently, when I went to the mechanic told me that the starter and the battery went out, which makes zero sense to me because I literally just got that battery earlier this year. Like I'm talking about like February of this year, dude. I'm saying, Viva, it is so rough not having a car, bro. Like I'm never taking having a car. Like I'm never taking that for granted ever again. I'm never taking my car for granted ever again, bro. Like, I'm gonna make sure I take good care of that car from now on, bro, because that was horrible. That was a horrible experience, man. Especially not being able to use my CarPlay. Oh my goodness. Disgusting. Could have been... That's the weird thing, though. But that's the weird thing, though. When I asked about the alternator, they said my alternator looks like it runs like it's brand new, which makes no sense. They said my alternator runs like it's brand new. So I don't get it. Because I thought it was an alternator issue as well, but they said like, they're like, your alternator looks like it's like about a year old. How long have you had the car? I was like, bro, I've had this car since 2020. What you mean? But yeah, hope things go well with your car, Viva. Is there anything wrong with it, or like how come it's in the shop? Did I jumpstart the car at all? Well, when I called like my insurance, they sent like a tow. They sent a tow over and they jump started it so they could get it onto the bed, but I don't know, man. Like, bro, I couldn't lock my car, nothing. Just needs an oil pressure. Oh, okay. The sensor went out. Okay, that ain't too bad. But yeah, man, not having my car. Not having my car for so long. Well, I mean, it wasn't that long, but it was just horrible. It was just horrible. But I'm gonna do some orders with it. I'm gonna do some orders with it later tonight, like after the stream and stuff like that. Hopefully, things run smoothly. Knocking on wood. Knocking on wood. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. Because that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It needs a specific part that they had to order. Oh yeah, and also you have to put in like labor into it too. The labor always gets you. Surprisingly, the labor wasn't as bad as I anticipated it was gonna be. I think I only paid like $309 for labor, like $309 for labor. I used Pep Boys. I gotta get my own like jumper cables too. Like, we have a battery pack, but you know, I don't carry it around with me because it belongs to my dad, so. Yeah, I gotta get one for myself too. Marvin? Oh, I almost clicked out. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like using Flapple for this. You know, I used to think that I would prefer Flapple over Appleton, but I actually prefer Flapple. I actually prefer Flapple. I just like how bizarre it is. A colored webcomic or a manga? I'd say, I mean, if you have the time to do a colored webcomic, I would go for that. I can ask my dad for help to fix my car. My dad is in Alabama. My dad is in Alabama. Because he has like a contract there. You can probably do a colored one. If I actually made like money and stuff like that, I would definitely hire, if I actually had the money, I would hire an artist. Yeah. Dude, Grab Apple is actually really cool. It's funny because I still like Applin out of both Appleton and Flapple. Applin is just a superior organism. Like, Applin belongs in its own tier. It's such an elite design. It would be cool to make an officially published manga or webcomic, but you need money to make physical copies. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. Hence why I'm currently just doing like a book for now, and eventually if I could find like a person to make like a webcomic, or hell, even like an animator to make like a cool animated series, that would be cool. The good thing about this raid, you're slower. You're supposedly dating a dirty tin skin clanker is crazy. Buddy, I don't have money to buy a used car. And it's a 2018 Nissan Rogue. Like, it runs perfectly fine. This is the first time. Well, the first time it stopped running was because the battery went dead, and then the second time, apparently the battery and the starter were dead. Which I think they put a new... Wait, I have the receipt right here, actually. Let me see. Yeah, I think they put a new battery in it, from what it looks like. And it looks like it has warranty on it, so if anything goes bad, I could send it back to them. Cool. The original, well, for everything, because they also changed my air filter. They changed my air filter, but which I did not ask them to do. But the total was gonna be like around $1,200, but because my dad is a veteran, it came out to, we got a discount and it came out to like 11 something. Where's the total on this? Yeah, 1,124. But yeah, it's a 2018. I don't even have that much mileage on my car either, so it's like I'm not trying to, because I don't really drive all that much, but you know, I ain't trying to. And we also, my dad like officially like paid off the car, and he recently put it in my name too, so it's like I'm definitely not getting a new car anytime soon. The smoke detector in the garage keeps yapping. You're gonna crash out and start a fire. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Goated song, by the way. Authentic, real woman in the real world. Whoops. I love how how many miles does my car have? I think 63,000 estimated. I don't know the specific number. Actually, it shows on here, actually. Last time I got it cared. What is the total? Yeah, 63,582. Do I know my... Yes. Yeah, it's very low. Like I said, I really don't drive it unless it's like to do orders and stuff. Like, that's literally it. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? I like how Crispy and Ghost are just beefing and I just like completely ignored it. Hey, what's going on, Kudzu? Yo, chat, when is Labor Day again? I think that's the raid over there. Oh, hi, Dunsparce. You're not shiny, so you're useless to me. Honestly, I am so glad we have the Dunsparce. You never leave the house. Good for you, I think. Alright, brother, you'll see you. You'll see me. Have a great stream, finally jumping back to your grinds. Alright, see you later, Viva. You have a good one. Why are you asking me all this, Jaime? Like, that's like personal stuff. I do need to get my driver's license renewed next year. It literally expires the day of... It literally expires the day of my... Like, literally on my birthday next year. Why would I... You know... I... Like, yes, because I'm gonna tell you my VIN number. Calling this raid team the Apple Salad Gang. Alright. They'll only get 5% pay. It's crazy. $5.1. Yo, when Floppo did like the Terra pose, I kind of went with the beat. That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, you can solo the Ting-Lu, but you can't, like... You can't really one-shot it. Unless it was like a Unless it was like a 2-star raid or something. I ever play a Digimon game? Nope. I have never played a Digimon. I do have a Digimon game on my PS Vita though. Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Which I'll probably play sometime in the future. I'm just distracted by another game on that. Tokyo Zanado. It's an action RPG. The only reason I'm playing is because I like the story behind it. I'm normally not a big fan of action RPGs, as you guys already know. I prefer turn-based because, you know, I can just put the controller down and only press buttons whenever it's my turn, you know? Of course, Ghost. This man said yummers. Queen of Smiles. What's going on? Yummers. Part 2 better and Part 3 coming out for PS5. It was announced recently in Japan. People losing their minds. Wait, Part 2 for not Tokyo Zanadu, for Digimon? Ain't your fault they made it built like that. Kinda crazy. But I don't judge. At least not completely. I'm doing well, Queen of Smiles. Hope it's the same for you. That's all I'm saying, bro. Jamie just saying some random... Jamie just be saying random stuff, bro. Like, what you talking about? Set as destination. Cyber Sleuth. I did not even know there was a part 2 or 3 coming. I keep forgetting that the cub foo's here. Over here. Good Sharp, you leave me alone. Y'all need to seek therapy. Cyber Sleuth is your third favorite Digimon game. Your first favorite is the PlayStation 1 Part 1 Digimon, and your super favorite Digimon game is on the PSP. Every time I go to this area, we need to say hi to Cubfu. Eventually, we'll catch it. It's like one of those recurring Pokemon from like the Pokemon anime. That Scyther really tried to assassinate me just now. Cyber Sleuth is goated. I still need to play it. Which is better, Cubfu or Cubchoo? Cubfu! I do not care about Cubchoo in the slightest. The only reason, well, I don't care much about Cubchoo either, but it's slightly better because of the story in the Isle of Armor. It's super good if you like Pokemon. You'll love the PSP games. It's basically like Legends Arceus. You walk around fighting Digimon and training yours to evolve. I gotta show the clip at the end of the stream. Alright, if I remember. How long have we been streaming anyway? It's only been an hour and 26 minutes? Weird. I feel like it's been longer. Wellspring, Focus, Energy, Ogerpon has been pretty consistent for you this rate so far. Yeah, I just looked up like best Pokemon to use. Someone said Flapple and I was like, I was gonna use an Ogerpon, but then I was like, nah, I'll use Flapple. It can be a bit confusing sometimes if you don't know where to go, but there's an NPC that tells you where to go. I mean, I just look at walkthroughs sometimes, so. Fighting types are underrated. I'm not a big fan of fighting types. Since most fighting types tend to be humanoids, and I'm not a big humanoid guy. Unless it's like, you know, Halucho, where it's like, it's humanoid, but it's not like, but it's also animalistic looking. Yeah, Jamie's just yapping. Where did the other 90 or so people come from? Wait, what? Why do we have 97? Where did these 90 people come from? Where did y'all go? Well, it's probably because I'm... Well, it's probably because I'm... You know... It's probably because I'm doing the Ting-Lu raids and stuff like that and people want to join. But we've never had this many people. Sheesh. I feel like the Patrick and me, like that Patrick clip from SpongeBob. Who are you people? Hey, I'm not complaining. Yeah, Halucha and Blaziken are cool fighting types. But like Pokemon like Girder, like no. They ain't even typing in the chat. That's what I'm saying. You were looking up rates to join and found my stream. Well, I am glad you picked mine out of all the other people who are probably streaming this. It's like that one. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. Yeah. Who are you people? Yeah, YouTube never chats. Hey, they're more chatty than my Twitch streams. That's why I stopped going on Twitch, honestly. Because it was really just like my viewers from YouTube going on the Twitch to chat. I mean, I had a couple new viewers there, but I just ultimately decided that, you know, I just prefer streaming on YouTube more. Especially with how, like, limited Twitch can be sometimes. Sort of. Are we the only one? We are Legion Engine. What? Welcome to the Chill Army, Queen of Smiles. Just please make sure you're not a clinker and you're welcome here. Nah, clinkers are welcome. I like robots. I like them robot folk. Clankers are welcome here, Ghost. Robots are cool. Robots are cool, alright? trust me, chat, if there was like if I could legally get like a surgery that could make me into a cyborg, I would take it. The highest webtoon creators earn is 38K to 9 mil. Ooh. Most of them, at least. There are some good clankers like Wally. He's a clanka. Exactly. Oh, whoops. You gotta start on scripts for each chapter soon. I gotta get back on my novel. I gotta start my superhero one. You need people to help with stuff, you guys. You don't know with what though. Why was Luxray just standing there menacingly? You have a Minecraft hardcore world going. Almost ran straight into that like rock. And you found a really good place for a base. You have a mod to add new structures and found one that's a campsite. Oh, speaking of like games and stuff, y'all, I've got like, bro, I got Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played it yet, but I got it for a deal. It was like $21 on Steam, so I'm excited. You have the entire story in your brain. Removed the skeletons, spawners, and cobwebs, added a wall, and now it's your home. It's gonna be the current book I'm working on is gonna be a really long book. Well, not that long, but it's gonna be like at least like 80 to 90 chapters. No, not even that, like 100 chapters actually. Probably like 100 chapters, yeah. But when's Amori? When I choose to buy the game. I just coincidentally had enough to get Cyberpunk because it was for sale. That's why. That's the only reason I got it, because it was for sale. Because Well, the only reason why Steam is so awesome is because you can get deals for the game. So unless there's like a sale where I can only get like a Mori for like $7, then maybe. Which I doubt will ever happen. Yeah, I'm aware that Ghost Bunny made a clip of me. Also, welcome to the stream, Azriel. And that Golduck was just swimming. How are these raids? Also, you were doing Elden Ring PvP. There's PvP in Elden Ring? I did not know that. But yeah, the raids aren't hard or anything. Just bring the correct Pokemon and then bam. Omori is easily one of the greatest indie games of all time. I'm sure it is. You got your luggage for free yesterday. What are you talking about, bro? No, like honestly, what are you talking about? You're just saying random stuff. I'm not even mad. I'm just confused. Like, what are you talking about? 93 watching, but the same amount of raiders. Yeah. You know, how can we have this many people watching, but not a single one has subscribed? Well, 1.8k, not 18k. Oh, I thought the grab apple missed for a minute. But yeah, I really just thought about that. I'm like, wait, so why? I'm like, how we got this many viewers, but not a single one has subscribed? You subbed years ago when I played Digimon. Bro, I did not play Digimon on this channel. What are you talking about? Out of all of my videos, I never played Digimon. Not yet, bruh. Yeah, I've played Nexamon, I've played Monster Hunter Stories, but I've never played Digimon. I feel a little sneezy. There's no way I've only been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. That's a lie. You got Cyber Sleuth for $10 on the PS5. I got it for free on the PS Vita. Since I modded my PS Vita. And I just downloaded a bunch of RPGs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out Omori. Just gotta be patient. Don't know when I'm gonna play it, but I do have that on my games to play list. Well, I don't actually have it on a physical list, but it's in my cranium. You're still waiting for the Street Fighter to get a discount. I do want to play that new Street Fighter game that came out a while back. I don't play a lot of Street Fighter, but I do like fighting games, so. No, pay for your games? No. Free is the best policy. Free is the best price, honestly. Free 99. Alright, I'm gonna be right back because I do have to use the bathroom, so. Don't go anywhere. Well, use this time to get yourself some snacks and maybe use the bathroom yourselves. I don't know, but yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. What? Alright, we're back, everyone. Watch out. Put those in the closet. No, put those in the closet. No. Behind you. Behind you. The black shoes. The black shoes, Dahlia. Hey, close to the... Okay. Okay. Alright. Bro's talking to the fourth wall. No, my niece was in my room. And she left my door open. August 31st, that's my nephew's birthday. No manners, that's what I'm saying. Where is... There you are. Oh, press the home button. Where is it? Guessing... Are we talking about math? Well, I'm not talking about math, but Jamie just randomly brought it up for God knows what reason. Oh God. I forgot Ice Cube existed. I don't know what you were talking about, Jamie. Said what? I don't even know what a pepino is. It means cucumber, apparently. Yeah, Jamie, you just saying random stuff just to say random stuff, bro. That's why I have not been reading, like, any of his comments, bro. Wait, who's cussing? I mean, to be fair, he was just saying random stuff just to say random stuff, so. Like. Yeah, like, I don't know what he was on about, bro. He was just saying random stuff just to say random stuff, man. Oh, liver? Oh. I mean, yeah, you did warn him, Ghost, so. There's some mashed potatoes and gravy plus green beans. Ugh. You know what? Never yuck anyone else's yum. The weird thing about liver is that like half the people who make them don't even make it right. I've never even had liver, not gonna lie. Cartoons told me it was disgusting, so I listened to them. It's like Brussels sprouts. Who's out here eating Brussels sprouts? Your grandpa makes the best liver, though. Your mom tricked you into thinking it was steak when you were little. That's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But yeah, anyone who has recently joined in on the stream, to all of the currently like 78 people watching, minus, well, the people who are already subscribed. My name is DeAndre Hawk 7, and I typically do Pokemon content on the channel, but sometimes we'll play Mario Kart, or, you know, sometimes we'll play Mario Kart, sometimes I do battles with viewers and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys should definitely consider subscribing if that's your interest, you know. And also consider leaving a like as well. And I do have channel memberships, which are only $1.99 a month, so you know. Soon I am going to be dropping merch and stuff like that, so members are definitely going to get a discount on that. They're not going to be like crazy expensive, but members will be getting a discount. I'm not gonna lie, chat, I don't think I'm ever gonna, I'm not gonna ever like sell anything that's above like $25, bro. If you don't sub, we're going to dox you. Crazy. So many experience candies. Delicious. I'm kind of starting to like doing tarot raids again, not gonna lie. Only kind of. Even $3 is too much. Well, that's just a broke problem. I don't broke shame people, but if you can't, like, you gotta be reasonable with prices, bro. If you can't afford anything, under $25, that just sounds like a, that's a broke problem. You know what I mean? You're joking. I know you're joking. But there are people who are like that. They're like, oh, everything must be free to me, and I'm just like, okay, bro. Like, I'm like, okay, bro. Like, let's be realistic here. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Giving money to charities for dying children. Giving... Okay, bro. Those cheap enthusiasts that try to get everything for free. Oh my... Oh, God, don't get me started on those type of people. Or like the people who try to get a discount on everything. You know, back when haircuts were actually like cheap. Uh-oh. Boy, I thought it was over for my Switch. It like stuttered for a split second there. But like I had a specific friend of mine, and their mom, they're still like this actually. Like their mom is one of those like frugal people. So they're always gonna try to get discounts and stuff like that for everything, bro. Like, mind you, like it was only like at most $17 for the haircut, I think, and they were trying to get a discount on a haircut, bro. I'm like, really? Real? Are you serious right now? 1 penny is too much? My son has autism. You need to pay for our pizza. Is that actually a real story on the internet? What the heck? Autism moms, am I right? No hate on the kid with autism. I just hate autism moms, bro. Your mom screaming in joy after the dress she wanted. That's $50. Got a a 3-cent discount. A 3-cent discount, bro. Oh my word. Bro, my friend was trying to like get me on. This app for the gas station we usually frequent, where they're like, "Oh, you should have the QT Pay on your phone, because that way you can get like discounts and stuff like that." And what I bought was like, what, 12 something, and what he bought was like a couple cents off. I'm like, oh yes, let me just save a couple pennies real quick. Like, buddy, you're better off if it's just a couple cents off. I'm better off just paying the full price. Now it would make sense if it was like maybe a couple dollars off, but come on, man, what you doing? Moms posting every day about their kid with autism that's just doing normal stuff. Facts, man. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. There's a girl. Oh, I know about Pokemon. Yeah, I know about Pokemon. Yeah. I know about the Pokemon cookie thing. That was stupid. Sorry, guys, you were getting Gimme Ghoul coins. I mean, that's fine, Travis. That's fine. You're not obligated. I'm not gonna punish you for getting Gimme Ghoul coins. Have egg prices gone down? You just remembered. No, they haven't. Not my type of thing. Honestly. For Dead by Daylight. I like watching other people play it, but I probably wouldn't play it myself, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I do hate them stupid. I mean, I can see why people find her attractive, but it's like, I don't know, spending money just so dude, I remember there was a dude who basically spent like his entire he spent like his entire house payment on Pokemon, bro. Bro literally went homeless for a streamer to acknowledge him. And now everyone got mad because she had like a boyfriend that she kept secret for years. Oh my goodness. Pokemon looks like those quirky girls who shout Baka. I don't know. My thing is like, you can't be that desperate, man. You cannot be that desperate. I don't get why any Twitch streamer have, well, it's women on the internet. They're gonna have simps either way. That was a stupid question. And the crazy thing too is like Pokemon is like literally like she's literally not even like that. She's just a normal person on the internet. Like, I don't get it. People angry she got a private life. That's what I'm saying. She could have been joking. Nah, like she actually had a dude, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if I was a woman, bro, the amount of men I would take advantage of would be crazy. The amount of men I would be taking advantage of would be crazy. Oh, you're talking about the broke thing. You'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. It's older men from other countries that find her to be goddess-like. Nah, there's some American men too who be simping, who be going extra over her, man. For us normal men, we see her like, man, she's just some girl. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Not even like an OF girl or anything like that. Like, she's literally just, I don't even, who the hell is Bonnie Blue? There definitely should be, wait, there definitely be some bolder that chased Indiana Jones type build men who's simping over Pokemon. Oh, for sure. Alright, I can probably do a couple more before I officially end it off. I think we've been doing pretty good on these raids. I think we only lost one. That's only because we weren't cooking correctly, but now we're cooking deliciously. I'm always losing where the date and time is. Bonnie's face is kind of chopped. I think she had plastic surgery or something. She slept. Oh, that girl? Oh, I didn't know her name. That girl? Oh, goodness gracious. I couldn't even, I'm glad I was raised correctly, bro, because lack of, oh, I thought the Ting-Lu raid like spawned right behind me again. I was like, oh, this is convenient. Keep clicking on one by mistake. Bro has every type of STD. Oh god. She's become the ultimate Pokemon master. Nah, some STDs do sound like Pokemon names, though. Like, if I was little and someone told me that gonorrhea was a freaking Pokemon, I would actually believe them. Alright, so it's actually through this gate here. Gotta clap and ball is crazy. Clap or be clapped. Oh, it was not there. Oh, my dumbass. Okay. I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. Long ass loading screen. Alright, so it's... I keep clicking the wrong thing, man. Alright. So it's like over here somewhere. Over there. It's Ting-Lu time, baby. But yeah, I don't get some of these people's priorities, man. It's actually pathetic. What was the girl's name? Bonnie Blue? Why did a CAPTCHA come on? I don't even have a VPN on or anything. What's going on? She went from pretty face to plastic face. I'm pretty blind. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty face blind. I don't know what's the... You know, I should have looked up before and after. Let me see. Before and after. Before and after plastic surgery. Because I don't know which is her real face and which is her post-surgery face. Why is it loading so slow? When did what become a thing? Oh. Okay. Honestly, yeah, I think it's the nose. The nose job is horrible. The nose job is horrible. Looks like it's just me and Cypher. Crispy going through it right now. Yeah. I honestly think it's just the nose job, really. Then again, I have severe face blindness. So once I look at a person, they just look the same to me. Unless it's like night and day like Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson literally has 2 forms. It's like a One Piece character where there's like, it's pre-post. It's pre-time skip and post-time skip Michael Jackson. It's the cheekbones. I don't know. I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine. It's really just the nose job for me. Lycanroc midday form and Lycanroc day form. Yeah, bro, freaking that was literally a Pokemon. That's literally like a Pokemon evolution, bro. You have a theory where most girls that get plastic surgery just get talked into it by some older Asian woman? I don't think so. I think it's just people having really bad confidence when it comes to it. I think it's just them having really bad self-esteem. That's really all it is. And everyone comparing themselves to, you know, people on the internet, you know? Asian women often get surgery or whatever it is to lighten their skin. I did not even know there was surgeries for that. But I guess that makes sense. No, I don't think older women are telling them that. I don't think it's old women telling them that. It's usually the dumb beauty standards made by the media. That's all it is. USA ranked 43 number 43 43 in gender equality. Japan is in the hundreds. Yeah. Hey, at least we're in the top 50, I guess. Oh, I'm so excited for Chiyu, man. I'm so excited for the shiny Chiyu raids. Might use... I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to use. Maybe Azumarill. Just change its Terra typing to water, and we're good. Because Chiyu lowers the special attack, no? I forgot. What does Chiyu lower? What does Chiyu's ability lower, chat? I forgot. Women in shows don't even look like that, and everyone goons to them for whatever reason. Or anyone who looks remotely like chunky is considered fat, and I'm just like, okay, y'all doing too much, bro. Primarina could also be really good for it. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking of a Pokemon that I don't have to EV train. Oh, special. Okay, it's special defense. Okay. Yeah, it is special defense. They should have plastic surgery to look like Professor Ivy. Or even better, just be happy with your natural body. I don't need people out here looking like being built like being built like a female One Piece character. Same goes for guys too, because guys also, not everyone's gonna be built like a freaking JoJo character, you know? Ting-Lu? The fat thing is kind of weird because in fandoms you're in, you keep seeing plus-sized fan art, which you don't know how to feel about it. But I just remember in the early 2000s, like, you know, it's not even women who are like 600 pounds, you know? It's just people who are like, it's people who are they have like a little bit of like, they have a little bit of like baby fat around the face or something like that, and people are like, oh, you're obese. I'm like, bro, in today's standards, that is a very healthy woman. Like, what are you talking about? Like, for me, like, morbidly obese is like, you gotta lift up, like, fat folds to shower properly. Everyone should be built like JoJo. I actually find really muscular men disgusting. Like, I find, like, really buff men, like, bodybuilder type men, absolutely putrid to look at. Like, they disgust me. Guys get leg extension surgery. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you're short, you're short. If you're tall, you're tall. You're tall. Like, it's genetics, man. Oh, another thing I really hate is when people are like, when people tell me like, oh, if I was your height, like, I've had people call me a waste of height to my face, bro, and they're like, oh, if I was your height, I'd definitely be in the NBA, and I'm like, sure, buddy. Just because you're bigger than average doesn't mean you're unhealthy. It just depends on how your natural body looks. Yeah, some people are naturally, there are some people who are naturally bigger, like, that's another thing too, like, because, you know, I'm a bigger person, but like, people think I'm, you know, it's, you know, people just, I'm always subjected to the jokes of like, oh yeah, you're, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you're, you know, you're a bigger person, you probably eat like McDonald's every single day. I'm like, bro, I don't even eat fast food like that, to tell y'all the truth. Like, dude, I have my limits when it comes to eating, bro. Like, I can't eat big portions. Like, I literally get sick if I eat too many portions. How tall am I? I'm 6'4". Man says I call everyone queso, so like, you don't know. But yeah, I've been subjected to it. I just got used to it. Kind of had to get used to it, you know. Your friend in 7th grade is 6'5". That's crazy. That's the reverse mentality. Most of the time, people who stuff themselves till it hurts are thin, and people tend to eat little. Like, well, that's more eating disorders. That's just eating disorders. That's not really like a reverse mentality thing. That's just an eating disorder. like bulimia, like people who are like really thin but they think that they're like fat and stuff, so they have like the urge to just like eat big portions and then they immediately just like barf all of it out. It's actually really depressing, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fad diets. I think this is gonna be the last raid. Yeah, it's also metabolism too. Which is funny because George is thinner than me. George is thinner than me, but he eats... Bro, this man will eat seconds and thirds, bro. Like, I'm not joking, bro. Like, me when it comes to, like, pizza, bro, like, pizza's my favorite food of all time, but I can only eat, like, 4 or 5 slices before I start feeling like I'm about to just, like, explode, you know? Ruination. Like, I can't... Like, even with breakfast, dude. Like, I can probably eat, like... I can eat, like... 3 pancakes before I feel disgusting. When people say to stay thin is to stuff yourself till it hurts. Okay, I've never heard anyone say that. That is weird. I've never heard anyone say that. That doesn't even make sense either. Any other group? No snacking group. Listen, you can eat whatever you want, people. Just make sure to moderate it, you know? Yeah, that makes no sense at all. Man, I'm so excited for Legends ZA for the character customization, bro. I'm so tired of these school uniforms. You're no health expert. You just hear these health trends going on and they sound crazy to you. I'm not a health... Listen. You can eat chocolate cake when you want to eat chocolate cake. You can eat pizza when you want to eat pizza and all that. Just moderate yourself. That's literally all it is. Most of these diets, usually when you start a diet, you have to stick to that diet because one slip up and you're back to square one, basically. Like, the best diet is a balanced diet. Because I remember when they told me that my A1C, which for those of you who don't know, like for diabetics, like because my A1C was like really bad. It was like 10, bro. Like that's a really bad A1C. Because that's like your blood sugar and stuff like that. That indicates that my blood sugar is like really high and that my diabetes is like out of control, basically. But basically, like, because I started like I was like, oh yeah, let me just like not eat carbs and stuff like that. But then I realized that like 90% of the food I eat is carbs, but I basically just started eating stuff like whole wheat and all that. Whole wheat, or just limit my portions on those carbs. And, you know, I started seeing results in my blood sugar and I started losing weight too. So it's like, you know, most of these fad diets, it's just nonsense. Guy's name, he was a popular singer and his fans got upset he was gaining weight, so he went on diet pills. That's just depressing, dude. Made his digestive system slower, so he died from constipation. That's sad, bro. That is actually sad as hell. Those fans are wrong for that. Those fans, I should say. You got low blood sugar, you pass out at school and at work, and they told you to... You got the Paul Blart Mall Cop thing. The Paul Blart Mall Cop thing. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, it was Elvis? How you forget Elvis Presley's name? He's like one of the most, he's like top 50 musician of all time. Because in the movie, he eats a lollipop off the ground to keep him from fainting. Oh. There's people who keep saying that he's like, that he faked his death, but I'm like, bro, even if that was true, like, he would be dead by now, bro. He would be dead by now, dude. Top 10. I wouldn't say top 10. Maybe, well, I guess music is subjective for everyone, but for me, he's more like top 20, 30, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I went a little longer. Yeah, I went a little longer than I anticipated, but only like 10 minutes longer than I initially wanted to. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like if you guys haven't. Or wait, what? Yeah, if you guys, I don't know my own outro. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like if you guys haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow because my friend wants to go see the new Superman movie. So I don't know about tomorrow, and if it is gonna be tomorrow, it's probably gonna be like really early in the day or something like that. Or not really early, but maybe I might still be able to pull it off. It depends on when the movie starts, because if it's at like 6 or something, then yeah, I'm not gonna be able to like stick around for too long. But yeah, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're brand new. If you guys want to follow me on my other social medias and stuff like that, yeah, if you guys want to see if you guys want to like stay connected with me, links to my social medias are in the description down below. I also have a Patreon, my Discord server, and you know, the Chill Army podcast, all that stuff. Also consider becoming a member. You know, all that stuff is in the description down below and all that. So yeah, I love you all, and I will see you guys on the next stream. But until then, stay chill, Army.